Good day, YouTube. Welcome back. It is a Saturday. I think it's February 11th, a few days before Valentine's Day 2017. I have, as you might know, I have a mobile DJ business, and right now we're viewing in the back of my Scooby van. I will do a video on this van another time because it is a mess today. But this is a pair of speakers that I bought. I bought a bunch of stuff last year, and these I tested them and they didn't actually work. So they actually gave them to me because I bought the rest of the stuff. The issue is I had to learn a little bit about rebuilding speakers and replacing components on the crossover and the protection circuit, which is built on that board back there. So these are more of a vintage Peavey 15-inch Black Widow driver, the SP22 horn, and a mid-range, which Peavey didn't actually build, so I found out. And anyway, these things took a hit across the bow, and they did some serious damage on the board. They blew out some components that I had to replace. They blew the drivers out in both tweeters, and one of the mid-ranges was also blown up. So I learned a lot about rebuilding these, and after I got these up and running, I'm just so impressed with them. Now these are monsters. These are the SP3X speakers. These are 92 pounds a piece. They are monsters. They are a real bear cat for me to drag these around. But the sound quality is so good I drag them around. So I thought it would be cool to get another pair, maybe slightly smaller, so that I'm running all Peavey speakers, and I do like the sound of these so much. But I didn't want another pair of these bad boys because these are all I can lift. So I found a set on Craigslist. We're going to take a little walk over here to my other van. Not that van, this van. So I went for a 150-mile round trip this morning to pick them up, and I'm back. And this is what I brought home with me. And these are some 115s. They're a three-way. And as you can see, they're nasty. They have obviously been sitting in these folks' home with their big dogs as furniture pieces. So what I thought I would do is show you how to take and clean these carpeted speakers so they take something that's that nasty and turn them into something that is presentable and actually looks actually almost new. So there's one that I have cleaned up, and I'll go through just a few steps. Not going to take a ton of time. You don't need to watch me do it, but I will tell you how I got these speakers from nastiness, stinkiness to clean, pretty, presentable. And quite honestly, I need to do those other speakers that I just showed you too. I never did get them cleaned up after I got them working. I put them right into use, and I've been using them ever since. So what I do start off with is some high pressure air, and I blow these off in but go in 4 directions. Okay, and then come back and go other directions. And what helps is to get a brush and brush that hair, all that pet hair, all that dirt, all that stuff. It just gets down in the bottoms of these fibers. You don't want to work this stuff too hard because it'll just fray and all that, but all that nastiness. So we'll do that again in a couple different directions to unlock that stuff. And we'll blow them off again. So we'll get about half of that done as my compressor kicks on. And then, you know, if you go to the dollar store, you can get some foamy carpet cleaner. This one's just got a little bit left in there. And we'll only do half of this so I can just give you a visual. There you go. It's all sprayed on there. And now we'll take that same brush we were working with and work this in there. Now that'll just take some of that dirt and lift it out of there. We'll go one direction, we'll come back, go another direction, and then we'll bolt. Did you see the dirt coming off on the edges there? This stuff actually works pretty good for carpeting your car. It's just dollar store carpet cleaner. I've been using it forever. I think it's important to get a couple different directions. Get the edges extra good. That ought to get her. And then just come back with a towel, which will kind of soak up that soap and hopefully take the dirt with it. We'll scrub it down there a little bit. Obviously I got a little more work to do. It only took me probably 40 minutes, 30-40 minutes to clean the first one. Then I'm just going to come back with a little layer because that's still wet. It's going to have to dry, and then you'll come back and hit it again. Not only was it dirty, but it smelled. These folks were probably smokers, and these things probably been used in the bars and whatever. But they smell fresh and clean now. Okay, so that's a quick and dirty, but you can just see the difference. Nice and clean. And then for the little straggler, all the fuzz and the hair and so forth, get you a piece of, I got some red duct tape here, and just lay that over all that fuzz. And it's a little wet right now, it's not going to stick very well. When it gets all dry, you can get those last little hairs and all that fuzz off of there. But yeah, I got a lot of work to do. These things are nasty. That dog used this as a rubbing post, so that's going to take a minute. But I got, this one was as bad as the other one, and I got them really nice. I mean, you want to be proud to own this equipment, and I'm happy to have these. So there we go. These are the Peavey 115 Internationals. They've, see if we can pick up the label there. These were made in 1989. They are a plywood box. And of course the Black Widow speakers and the SP22 drivers and the horns are rebuildable, so they're a really long-term investment for me, and that's kind of why I was hunting these, and I drove so far to get them. So thanks for watching. I'm going to finish this one up, and maybe if I get ambitious, I'll clean those SP3Xs up today as well. Make